I was on a wedding that started out very nice until the groom's ex-girlfriend showed up at the reception. Welcome back to my new series, The Comment Section Confessions, where I react to some crazy tea that you guys leave me in the comment section. The maid of honor's husband got really drunk and fell on top of the dance floor. She was laying there, middle of the dance floor, flat on her back with her feet up in the air, yelling at him while he lay there between her legs trying to drunkenly get her up and couldn't. Two guys had to haul his drunk ass off of her. This is terrifying for many reasons. One, of course, the drinking too much. We don't know what that's going to lead to. Two, people record everything these days. You know there's a photographer or videographer that has them somewhere in the background of some of this bride and groom's photos. Okay, wait, how did I miss that he fell literally on top of her? So that's the third issue here. He could have hurt her very badly. We don't know how big this guy is. Oh, we are off to a good start. I was a banquet waitress in high school and throughout college worked dozens of weddings. I was on a wedding that started out very nice until the groom's ex-girlfriend showed up at the reception. Oh no, we've had skits about this. She walked in just as the speeches started. She was wearing a deep red sequin dress, skin tight with a lot of cleavage showing, and a slit up one side, matching stilettos. The best man stopped speaking and just stared, as did everyone else. Groom was beet red, bride started to cry, voices were raised. His brothers grabbed her and forced her to leave. One of the guests told my mom, also on the job, that she had been engaged to the groom the previous year, but left her when she got pregnant. Drama. Oh my gosh, what? This is insane. Okay, I want to know if the bride knew about all this, because if I started dating someone and he's like, yeah, so I was engaged before, but found out she was pregnant, so I left her in the dust, I would be like, red flags, I'm not marrying you. If she learned all of this that day, oh, that poor thing. Okay, my grandma walked right up to me and my husband during our first dance. She told my husband how handsome he looked today and tried to bump me out of the way as we were still dancing and asked if she could have her turn yet. Grandma's got game. I laughed because this was ridiculous and said, Grandma, this is our first dance right now. And then she replies, I know, I meant after. Then my husband says, I am actually going to dance with my mom after this for the mother-son dance. She stomped off and left the wedding. I'm sorry, I'm just picturing Grandma like thinking she's a chance with the husband and it's like, oh, this is it, I'm going to dance with this sexy younger guy. And then they're like, we have these dances planned. She just leaves. I told my husband we could be mad about it later and chose to enjoy the last 30 seconds of our song. Yeah, that's what you have to do in that moment. That just sounds ridiculous. Wedding coordinator here. Groom didn't have the greatest relationship with his mom and wasn't going to do a mother-son dance, but didn't tell her. No, we tried to tell him he needed to, but to no avail. Reception comes around, bride and groom do their dance, and no other dances happen. The mother of the groom starts harassing everyone about when her dance will be. I was dealing with the caterers, and the DJ comes off to find me. I had to be the one to tell her, and she flipped, started screaming at the son on the dance floor. He stormed off into the darkness, beach wedding, and I had to go get his dad. Clearly parents were divorced, and explained what happened, and he could go after the groom. His comment was that she gets like this when she's off her meds. Ooh. Every time after that, I asked my boss if the parents were crazy before I'd say yes to working a wedding. Oh no, this needs to be dealt with way before the wedding day. That's why communication is so important, because you don't want someone to expect it and that doesn't happen. But also, as the mother or father or anyone that's part of the wedding, never assume something's going to happen. Never assume that you're going to give a speech. Never assume that you're going to do a dance. Everyone can do it their own way. Okay, last one. So I saw this woman from Facebook post wedding photos from her cousins, the bride's big day. The theme was light pink, but she showed up in a royal blue dress. Her caption was even weirder, something along the lines of, when you stole the show. Yes, with the tongue out emoji. So this reads to me like someone that was like, those rules are stupid. There's no way I'm going to show up in pink. And yes, to some extent, I get it. But like, if you're going to go to a wedding, at least try to match the theme if they're very specific about it. Yes, it sucks sometimes to try to have to like buy a new dress. But if you don't want to like do that or purposely go against it, maybe just bow out.